Entry number 21. Purchase goods in cash from Harish for rupees 2000. Seems to be a very simple entry. We are purchasing goods in cash from Harish for rupees 2000. But yet a confusing entry. See, in the question you have also got the name, cash and Harish name. So purchase, let's first purchase, debit the purchase account debit. $2000. Purchase account, a type of nominal account, debit all expenses. By purchasing we create an expense. So purchase account debit by 2000. Now what should I credit actually? Is it the cash or is it the creditor? When something goes out of my business, which is cash, do I need to actually remember Harish's name? If it was a credit transaction, yes, I need to remember Harish's name then, because I will have to pay Harish in near future. He is my creditor. But purchase goods in cash, I purchased goods and he paid me cash and the transaction is complete. Don't get confused with the creditor's name when the account is settled with cash. If there are two accounts in which one is cash account, the transaction is being settled then and there, then don't look to the creditor or the debtor's name. That is just simply for confusing you in exams. Purchase goods in cash from Harish for rupees 2000. Purchase account will be debited as goods are coming in. And what will you credit? I will credit cash because cash is going out. I need not remember Harish's name because transaction is complete as soon as he paid me cash. Sorry, as soon as I paid him cash. By 2000. Being goods purchased for cash. So the simple rule you have to follow is, if I am purchasing or selling something in cash and there is a debtor or a creditor's name in the question, leave the debtor or the creditor's name. No need to remember because account is already settled in cash.